Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Pete and today I'm really excited because this build is going to be all interiors. I'm going to remodel my resident rep's house into this beautiful, cozy, lovely spring castle. All of the interiors are going to be built with the idea of, a lot of people using them, so I'm hoping my villagers stop over soon to enjoy it. But without further ado, let's go ahead, head inside and take a sneak peek at some of these rooms. The first room I'm going to start off with is really simple and really lightly decorated. This is going to be kind of the entryway or the receiving throne room kind of idea for this castle, so I wanted it to have a very kind of an open feel, but I also wanted to make it kind of elegant, so I'm going to divide it off with the castle walls, and then I'm going to very lightly put in some big statues, some plant partitions, and then that'll be it. So, entryway is done, and now we can move on to the next room. So now we are going to do what I've been calling in my head the greenery room. The idea behind this was, in a castle setting, you're going to need, if this area is medieval and it's going to have a lot of Springcore vibes, I wanted it to have a room where you are going to get all of your gardening style stuff done. So this is going to be that room. There's going to be a lot of plants, there's going to be a lot of pots to put the plants in, and there's going to be a lot of gardening supplies. So that is what this room is for. And on the wall, I have a different, what are they? The Art Nouveau codes. This is another one that I did. It is one of two that tessellate that I made. So the tulips you can do all four wall tiles with, and this one you can do all four wall tiles with. The flowers and the square sun, those don't tessellate with all four. They just do the three mostly. But anyway, this room is just going to be all about plants, all about gardening, and all of that jazz, so we'll let it finish up. So that is the gardening room. It turned out super sweet, super cute. I am very pleased with how simple and full this room is. I really like how it all came together, and it feels very lush even though it's indoors. So I wanted it to have that greenhouse vibe, and it does. I'm very happy with it. So on to the next room. So now we are going to do a little patio. For this room, I thought it would be really nice to have, a cherry blossom illusion, but if I put it in the back, then we can have it where the whole back area is kind of like a little patio. So there's no window illusion this time because it's all going to be air quote outdoors. So we have a little music, we have a little seating, we have a little tea a little later on, and it's just a nice little relaxing outdoor patio space for my little villagers to come visit, or for my resident rep to enjoy. So here's how it turned out. A lovely little seating area, a lovely little outdoor kind of cherry blossom vibe, and it all came together really well. So you can sit there, you can play the harp, you can enjoy watching the little bird bath. I put the outdoor nature sound on it so that it even sounds like it's more outdoors. I'm really stoked with this room. I think it's really nice. And the drapes, I love the drapes. I use them in 2 or 3 of the rooms because I really like them. So that is how this room turned out, and we can move on to the next. What medieval castle is going to be complete without a public bath, right? So for this room, I am going to give them a little bathhouse. So we're going to have the seating area with the benches and the, what are those called? The wooden log live edge tables. I forgot what they're called, but they're lovely. I use them all the time. So we're going to use those, some of the log benches, fill it out with the plants, going ahead, putting a little bit of bath decor with a couple cushions, some pictures, some rat and towel baskets and clothing, all of that good stuff. Make it look nice and lived in. I just wanted this area to be very inviting. So that's what this is all about. Having a nice little public bath really helped fill in this area, and I really enjoyed it. So there it is, all completed, and if you'll notice, I did move the flower garland just a little bit over to above the doorway, just to help kind of not cover up those windows and fill in that wall space. But I really love the public bath. I really wish that we could interact with the cypress bathtubs even just a little bit, but they are really cute. They have that window illusion, they have the bathhouse itself is very inviting, so I'm really pleased with this room. And on to the next one. So now we have the kitchen, so the public kitchen. It has a lot of people to feed, a lot of visitors, so we are going to have a lot of seating space, and we're going to have a large area to actually cook in. So we're going to get everything sorted out. I wanted to have a lot of space, space reserved both for the actual art of cooking and for the actual, eating. So there are 2 different areas, it's all divided out, and all of them are going to be covered in different kind of food prep stuff. So there's not a lot of medieval, they didn't have, a whole bunch of stuff, but it's totally fine. And I did forget to go to Harv's Island and get everything the right color scheme, so we had to go back really quick, but it takes me just a moment to get everything into the right color scheme, and it's fine. So we're just going to have everything put together, make sure all of our food stuff is out, make sure all of our food prep is ready, and then it's good to go. for this one, I kind of wanted to keep the wall decor a little bit lighter because there are so many of these stinking little glow-in-the-dark stickers everywhere. So I wanted to keep the wall decor a little more simple. So I decided to use the dried flower garland kind of in mass here. One, because it makes sense, you know, if you're in a kitchen, if you have dried herbs, if you have, you know, dried spices, all of that, you can make it and put it in your kitchen, and that makes sense. So that's why I kind of abused the dried flower garlands. But I also wanted the art to make it just a little bit, you know, fancy, since this is going to be the interior of the castle. So that is why all of the wall decor is a little bit lighter in this area. But now that it is all done, I am so pleased with this kitchen. Unfortunately, the kind of spin around circle doesn't work super well because of all of the tall stonework kitchens, but it's fine. So it turned out super cute, and I really enjoy the atmosphere of this room. I think it turned out fantastic. So that's going to be this room, and we will move on to the last. Alright, so the last room is the bedroom and study for my little resident rep, and I wanted to try an illusion. I haven't seen anyone else try this illusion, so I wasn't really for sure if it was going to work, but I ended up really loving it, and that is this little canopy bed. I don't add the canopy until the end, so you guys can all just kind of wait and see how it turns out, but I really enjoy it. And this bedroom build is so cute to me. I find it super adorable, and I'm really excited by it. So I have the covered counters kind of framing the antique bed. That makes it kind of feel enclosed, and then I put the drapes on later, and you can fill out that illusion itself. And then on the other half of the room, I decided to make a little study area. So I've got some cushions, I've got some more antique furniture. I think I used only antique furniture and Moroccan furniture in here to help fill it out. So that's what's going on in here, just to make it feel a little bit more antique, you know, use the antique furniture. And I really wish that we could open that bureau without having to touch it, but whatever. Anyway, so this is going to be just a little study area and a tiny little space for my resident rep to enjoy and relax and get everything about running a little Springcore castle kind of situated. So as it all comes together, I do wrangle with that couch a little bit, but it works out in the end. So we'll just sit back and let it take it away. So here it is, the last and final room of my castle. The canopy bed, the illusion. I know the covered counters don't come up quite to the canopy, but I still think it looks really nice, and it does offer a little bit of that illusion for what I was going for, so I'm quite pleased with how it turned out. And the whole bedroom itself is really nice. I think it came out and it looks swell together. I'm going to quickly kind of turn it around and make sure that it doesn't break the illusion too much with the partition walls and the bookshelves over in that area, but that's okay. As we close out this video, I hope you enjoyed all of these interiors. I hope they were inspiring to you, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye!